Let's do this one right here. How about that? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sickos, scholars, Earth woke up today and chose today as chaos. Okay, so Japan shook like someone kicked the planet's power strip. Alaska rattled because it hates being left out. And next week, 3I-Atlas is flying by like an ex coming just to talk. Scientists say it's a comet. Conspiracy dudes say aliens. And honestly, if aliens land, hand in the keys. We clearly can't drive. So tonight's episode is pure chaos. So before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and prove your finger works better than Congress. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to The Turn, where chaos meets evolution. Let me tell you something. When earthquakes are hitting like DoorDash deliveries, humanity is officially on borrowed time. Japan got slapped so hard, it almost apologized. Alaska shook too, but that one felt personal. Alaska gives off I'm not okay energy 24/7. Earthquakes are just its love language. And then there's 3I-Atlas. This mysterious comic rock crushing by Earth or cruising by, we don't know, it could make a turn and crush us next week, like it's checking the weather and the neighborhood's worth invading. So NASA says, calm down. It's a comet. Meanwhile, the footage looks like the thing has turn signals. Conspiracy guys are like, aliens, dude. Bro, aliens would take one look at us and say, nah, turn this ship around. They still argue. Mostly about pumpkin spice lattes. So let's talk about world leaders, because someone has to, okay? Unfortunately. Putin threatened nuclear war again, which at this point is just his version of clearing his throat. I might launch a nuke, he says. Or more like, I might launch a nuke. That was a horrible Russian accent, I'm sorry. But he says, bro, pick a hobby. Woodworking, bird watching, something without fallout, man, because that would be really cool. And Iran is rebuilding nuclear enrichment facilities like they're assembling an IKEA dresser. Hey, do you have that Allen wrench thingy? Sorry.
No.
This part goes here, and this starts a war. So who cares? China's giving the US side eye again. Ooh, don't make me put down my noodle bowl. And US is giving China the side eye. You don't make me put down my pizza, bro. And Taiwan is in the middle like, yo, can somebody please blink or maybe think? And Europe is just pacing in the back, smoking a cigar, going, we've seen this movie before, mate. Spoiler alert, it sucks. But the real comedy, the public reaction, we're living through a real-time global meltdown. And people are still doom scrolling like it's cardio, like they're on the thing. Volcanoes erupt. Do they have a live stream? Maybe a tsunami warning? Is there a drone shot? But comedy, maybe alien. Can we make a TikTok filter? We're the only species that could face extinction and still ask if the Wi-Fi is good. And while the world burns, half the country is arguing about gas prices, and the other half is trying to cancel a cartoon character. The apocalypse won't be televised because it'll get demonized for violating community guidelines. Okay? But tonight, we're going to go through every wildfire headline, every dumb criminal, every cosmic glitch, and even political tantrums with the precision of a surgeon and the attitude of someone who hasn't slept since 2012. What's going on, man? You see something out that mirror? This is the turn. And if the world ends, we're doing it play by play. All right? We're here for you. So hit that subscribe button, like, let everybody know you're here. It brings more people into the room. So here's what we're unleashing tonight. And trust me, the FCC wishes they could stop us. First, the headline news dive. Natural disasters, political meltdowns, and cosmic nonsense. Explain the only way America understands, loud and sarcastic. Then, animals gone wild. Arr, holiday edition. Because even wildlife has had it with us. Next, the quick flash lightning round, where I talk so fast, YouTube thinks I'm buffering. And then, dumb as a rock, smart as a fox. Holiday Criminals Edition. The only segment where I feel smarter just by reading the script. And Metal Chris is in the building, legally alive and spiritually questionable. Don't go anywhere. Or do, I'm not your dad. But if you stay, we'll laugh harder than you. Hit that music track, buddy. We'll see you in a minute. Try not to look at the monitor, goofball. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Oh, I almost forgot. We made something for you guys, but I put it not in there. Wow, what a dingus. News done. I can't believe that just happened. Damn, that was gnarly, bro. All right. So, welcome back to The Turn. Did you guys like that? The only show where the news sounds like Earth is trying to ghost us. So, smash subscribe before the comet does, because I'm not explaining this twice. Tonight's theme is Earth trying to quit us. And judging by the last 48 hours, the answer is yes. And she is filling the paperwork in, all caps. There's your laughter.
I know, give you time.
And the planet is shaking, flooding, exploding, and sending space rocks like she's returning all her belongings in one angry box. So buckle in. This is the part of the night where reality meets us where we are. Very squishable. Here's the thing nobody wants to admit. Earth isn't acting up. Earth is packing up. Japan's quacking like a toddler with sugar crash. Alaska discovered a brand new fault like it's a hidden bonus level. And underwater volcanoes are inflating like they skipped therapy. Meanwhile, an interstellar comet is pulsing like it's trying to send us a comic you good message. And the answer is absolutely not humans, of course, are responding to the planetary chaos by starting wars, firing employees, and punching Santa at the mall. If the universe wanted to warn us, these headlines are it. The evacuation map disguised as cable news. Let's dive in. Sorry, I'm trying to teach Chris how to use the sound bites during the show. My bad. So, Japan got rocked by a 7.5 and almost got slapped with a 98-foot tsunami. 90,000 people evacuated because when the ocean stands up vertically, you don't negotiate. You sprint. Scientists warned a second quake might come soon, which is geological slang for, hey, I don't sit down. And if Japan got the trailer, Alaska got the director's cut. Alaska dropped a magnitude 7. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And then we just discovered, imagine your house shaking because of a crack in the foundation you didn't know existed. That's not geology. That's a jump scare. Earth basically whispered, plot twist. Speaking of twists, Indonesia drowned. Nearly 1,000 people dead. Villages erased. Entire ecosystems wiped clean. This wasn't rainfall. This was a divine pressure washer. Indonesia didn't get weather. They got erased like a bad draft. And if water wasn't enough pressure, the undersea volcano of Oregon is inflating like a balloon someone lied to. It could erupt any time between now and 2026 because nothing says fun surprises like a deep sea explosion on a 2-year window. Even if the fish are packing suitcases, that would be something that I would like to see. Do you think they'd make them out of shark skin? Or, I don't know.
Sure, why not?
Thank you. Well, and while Earth does her spa day, outer space is sending survivors. Interstellar comet 3I-Atlas is pushing on a perfect timer, packed with prebiotic chemicals and moving like it took a wrong exit off the Milky Way. NASA says not aliens, which scientifically translates to definitely aliens. But we don't want chaos. The thing is, basically, the universe is leaning over Earth's cubicle like, yo, is everything okay at home? Speaking of cosmic level delusion, Putin announces Russia is ready for war with Europe. Nobody asked, nobody wanted, but Vladimir insists on being the main character, which is already trying to kill us. But he's out here speed running Armageddon like it's a side quest. And Russia didn't stop there. They claimed new gains in Pakrovsk and Miresk, while Ukraine said, not exactly, but almost not great. Their grid is held together with duct tape, Starlink lag, and whatever prayers have, decent Wi-Fi. Meanwhile, in the Middle East, Israel declared the yellow line in Gaza a new border. Nothing says long-term strategy like drawing a brand new line during an active war. Earth's melting down and humans are playing Etch-a-Sketch with countries. Back home, AI wiped 1.17 million American jobs. Corporate America didn't fire you. I know, right? And your company did. And we've officially entered the forever layoff era where your replacement not only works faster, but does call HR. Help. I'm being fired by an AI bot.
Calculating.
And speaking of missing rights, the US got downgraded to obstructed civil freedoms. Freedom isn't free. It now comes with CAPTCHA. Click all the squares that contain democracy. Spoiler, none. And now, because humanity insists on proving Earth's point, let's talk holiday stupidity. A drunk mall Santa tackled an elf into a fountain during operation hours. Children screamed. Parents pretended this wasn't exactly what they expected from seasonal employment. Then a porch pirate, everybody's favorite, porch pirates. So, they stole a package. Amazing, right? And slipped on black ice and knocked himself out on live ring camera. The package survived, thank God. The criminal didn't. Dignity-wise, he was severely wounded. One guy stole Christmas lights, still plugged into the house, drove off, dragging the neighbor until the transformers exploded. That's not theft. That's performance art. You just ruined my Christmas, Optimus Prime. Anyways, that's not performance theft. That's performance art. A DUI suspect tried to bribe a cop with a full glazed ham. Not cash ham. Even the pig died twice. And a woman attempted to shoplift by stuffing items into a Christmas stocking so large it needed a building permit. Excuse me, ma'am, are you okay to build things here in the middle of this aisle? No, I'm just stuffing my stocking with goods. But it's the holidays, honey. Theft doesn't get seasonal discounts. Holidays get lessons. And Earth may be quitting, but stupidity is hiring nonstop. All right, here's our favorite, the quick flash lightning round. The part of the show where I hand Metal Chris the remote so he can crank the teleprompter to I hope you studied mode. And if I black out, blame him, not climate change or the altitude. Give me 1 second here.
1 second.
I must parch myself because I'm parched. Okay. Hold on. Not until I say ding ding, ding dong. Ding ding. Florida opened a sinkhole that swallowed 2 cars. Earth double-clicked, deleted Iceland blasted 200 lava-foot mountains because it refused to ignore. Mountain Etna erupted again, grounding flights because it hates tourism. Arizona heard mystery booms and Syria synchronizing. God slammed the door after arguing with the angels. Canada hit 65 degrees in December and Santa is now a lifeguard. Puerto Rico endured 63 earthquakes overnight. Earth spam texts you up. Solar storm shoved wars into Alabama and half the state repeated instantly. And China had 200-mile skyquake, earth cough, aggressively while whale washed offshore 200 pounds of plastic. Earth seemed impossible. Urgent rogue A smashed chicken Chilean cruise ship and the ocean throwing hands. And finally a massive sinkhole opened in Florida again because the state is slowly returning to default settings. And now it's your headline news dive. A highlight of the real Earth trying to leave on read. Please erupt, shaking, drowning, sending us, slow it down, bam, bam. We're all out of here bribing cops in the hand. Hit subscribe, blame yourself, but don't blame me. Here's the aliens and ask why. This is what happened. We'll be right back. Let them say bye, Chris.
Bye.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was our holiday hazards. Yes, it is here. The segment where we all regret what we do and why we did it during the season. Welcome back to The Turn, where the holidays aren't magical, they're federally recognized as a stress disorder with lights on it. This is Holiday Hazards, Cartpocalypse 2025, the annual reminder that America should not be trusted with carts, coupons, or caffeine. I walked into Walmart this week and immediately thought I was witnessing the fall of civilization live. A woman threw a peppermint candle like it was warning a shot on a turf war. A dude shielded himself with a bat mat. Sorry.
Batman?
A bat mat.
Batman.
Did somebody say Batman? Just kidding. And before this episode turns into an obituary, hit subscribe before someone steals your cart, your wallet, and whatever dignity you still pretend you have out there. Theft is a love language. Hazard 1. Fake shopping websites. The new holiday prayer candle. You click 80% off 70-inch TV. And the only thing that shows up is an email saying, order fulfilled. Spiritually. Not physically. You bought vibes, Karen, and the hypocrisy along with it. We walk around bragging about being cyber savvy, then buy from a site called Absolutely Real Holiday Deal. DOT, please, or DOT.
They sent me a smartwatch made out of potatoes.
It wasn't made out of a potato, Chris. It was made with the USB port. Plugged into the dirt. Like it was charging.
Thought I was biodegradable tech. No, man, that was Idaho tech support.
Hazard 2. Order disasters. Online order disasters. We had drunk disasters last week with our dude, hold my beer, where's my card segment. If you missed it, you can find it on our channel at, well, if you're here, you already know. I'm not going to go over that. Just hit like and subscribe and we'll move on.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
So people ordering heated blankets and getting a dish towel. People buying boots and getting one. Someone ordered a premium mixer and got a note that said, "We ran out. Merry Christmas." Meanwhile, returns have become gladiator combat. A Gen Z girl tried returning leggings with no receipt, and a boomer behind her yelled, "In my day, we didn't return things. We just lived with regret and gave them to our kids or our aunts. Maybe my sister, bitch." Gen Z explains your whole aura. That's what they do, you know. And honestly, she wasn't wrong. There we go. Metal Chris, what do you think?
Stop like they survived 3 wars, man.
Boomers are the war. Boomers created first Black Friday casualties list. Smash that subscribe button. It's the only thing you'll smash this season without being escorted out by mall security, and I promise. Hazard 3. Porch pirates. My favorite. These crooks used to sneak. Now they saunter. One guy waved at a Ring camera, took a package, and left a note that said, "You weren't gonna like what you ordered anyways." Honestly, he's probably right. Half of y'all drunk by random garbage at 2 a.m. and forget immediately. And then set up a glitter bomb for a porch pirate and paint them purple and post it on YouTube, and it's wonderful. Love you guys, man. Keep it up, dude, for sure.
Yes, I love that. Watch them all day long.
All day, dude.
long.
All day. Why did you paint me blue? I'm gonna call the cops on you. Bitch, you just stole a package off my porch and now you're gonna call the cops on me?
Please
oh
do.
My God. That's like the ice. That's like just like the freaking ICE protesters. Everyone carries around phones and whistles. Look at me! Look at me! Anyways, they're filming their own crime.
Yes,
Literally. It doesn't make any sense, does it?
No, not at all. I'm going to call the cops. Go ahead, you're blue. You stole something off my porch. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead, go right ahead. Call the cops. You know?
I already called them. Don't worry about it.
I can't tell if the ones with the cop behind them are AI or not, but some of them have a cop and he's like, yo, we're gonna press charges. Yes, we are. On the lady or me? You're standing behind her. I don't see any cuffs on the lady that just tried to steal a package off my porch. You know, she painted herself blue doing it.
They might charge you for assault with an exploding package.
I don't know what's the worst crime.
Stealing.
I agree.
Stealing.
Yes.
The blue is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. It's just the way it should be.
He's right.
I wish I had porch
I'm not
pirates
gonna
here
lie.
so I could do it. But I got 4 neighbors, so, nobody steals anything around here.
Hazard 4. Black Friday fights. The only American sport where a grandmother becomes a weapon of mass destruction. One grandma used her cart like a battering ram and took out 3 adults. And cardboard displays.
Go, Grandma.
Go, Granny. A dad tackled another dad over a waffle maker. A woman swung a wrapping paper roll like a katana. And we called this the season of peace. Hell, even the nativity scene backed away slowly. Well,
So-
I would too if someone made me look like an ice scene. Come on, don't desecrate the baby Jesus.
Someone punched me over a candle. I lit a candle and they punched me in the face.
What? Maybe they should light a candle under their ass. So he got knocked out over a frosted peppermint serenity. Nothing says serenity like losing consciousness on a polished floor.
I need a drink.
Cheers to that one, man.
Yes. that
Anyone
was
who
good.
hits their face with a floor is not very smart.
What?
Actually, I think it would go the other way. Hit your face on the floor, not with the. Anyways. So, all I have to say is, what is wrong with this generation of shoppers? We know this happens every year. We know the chaos is coming. Yet, we still rush out like idiots to find joy in a discount that doesn't exist. Shopping updates are turning adults into twitchy feral animals. Your package is delayed. How dare you? Your item was delivered. Not to me, it wasn't. Your driver is 3 stops away. Great. now I'm pacing the window like a Georgian window, waiting, for her husband ship to come home back from the Naval War of 1812. That was a long time ago. Why did I put that in there? That was stupid. Maybe I should tell a joke from like this century.
What century is
Never
it?
mind. I've been watching too much YouTube history stuff, man. Bedtime history stories, they're great. So, you're tracking 40 packages like the Pentagon's monitoring NORAD. And
Santa should switch up to UPS. Telling you, should
Do you
switch
think?
to UPS is quicker, faster. No?
UPS? What about FedEx? It says Express into it. UPS just says UPS.
Fuck FedEx. I don't know. FedEx maybe.
I guess so.
Or they could all combine together and become Fed UPS.
Anyways,
FedEx.
I agree. Santa should switch to UPS. Because they're brown and they're easy to see in the snow. But even he's scared of a porch pirate now. Hazard 5. The apex predator. Airport chaos. Nothing compares TSA isn't checking for weapons anymore. They're checking if you've stopped crying. A boomer yelled, "Yo, I've been flying since before you were born. I remember when airports were all uphill. Before you could fly, you had to walk for miles. And then you flew, and then you walked for miles again. Grandpa, you still do. Remember the trip back from the car? Oh, yeah, that's right." And a Gen Z kid shot back. "Yeah, you still don't know how boarding groups work." What? Boarding feels like a hostage negotiation, okay? Someone tried to emotional support their emotional support ferret, and the ferret was wearing a sweater that said, "Nope, not today, Satan." Thank you. The ferret had more trauma than the entire terminal combined. I would too if I had a horrible sweater like that. Not the Satan part, because not today, Satan's my thing, man, you know. But the sweater is gross. One of these days we'll show you over here on this screen, right here. And that's going to be coming soon, a little thing with the over-the-shoulder stuff that the newsy guys do. Yeah.
And then Vogue.
So, that's Cartpocalypse 2025. Fake deals, potato smartwatches, porch pirate Olympics, and generational combat. And airports collapsing like society's trust in humanity. So hit subscribe, leave a comment, share the chaos, and, or don't. But when a porch pirate steals your package and leaves you a glitter bomb full of life lessons and then calls the cops, I tried to warn you. We'll be right back here in just a few minutes. Stay there, stay strong, and don't go anywhere. Hit that like button, subscribe, share with everybody, get everyone in the room, let's rock and roll and get this party going. All right? We'll see you guys here in just a minute. Applause. Hit the applause. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, you guys are great. I really appreciate you. And I promise, this one will be easy. So, that being said, welcome back to The Turn. The only show brave enough to say what the internet desperately needs to hear. You people have lost your damn minds, and I'm here to catalog the damage like a FEMA agent assigned to TikTok. Every platform is on fire. Not metaphorically. There are literally smoke signals coming out of Instagram. The algorithm has become a feral raccoon that lives under your porch and steals your dignity at night. And before we even dive in, do me a favor. Subscribe, share, hit the button, and if you're in the room, like, and get other people in here, because if everybody that's in here hit that like button, then it puts us up there so everybody can see us. And we want everybody to see us. And if you're watching us, I hope you want everybody to see us too. So, because if the algorithm wins, we all end up watching the same 5 idiots eating detergent popsicles and calling it content. And the same damn tutorials that everybody does about the same thing over and over and over again. Why are they paying these guys? Come on, man. All right, the gloves are off. Let's fight. First up, we got Cinnabon Karen, the pastry gremlin who screamed slurs at customers and then tried to pivot into being an influencer like the internet has a rehab program for bigotry. She's online saying, "I'm famous now. Lady, you're famous in the same way an oil spill is famous. Attention, isn't the same thing as an achievement that you get when you say something smart? No, you didn't. You just failed upward with frosting on your shirt. But hey, props to America. We're the only country where racism can be a marketing strategy. And I love how she's shocked. She got fired from Cinnabon, the only job softer than the rolls. If you get fired from a pastry shop, that means your soul is undercooked, lady.
Did she at least get an employee discount?
I don't know, Chris. Maybe on therapy. Maybe. Moving on. Next, we got TikTok's facial harmony filter, the digital bully that decides whether your face passes geometry.
Geometry.
I was biding my time there for a minute.
Are you hallucinating, Biden? I'm sorry.
This app can't tell a chair from a human, but somehow thinks it's the Supreme Court of Symmetry. People were having existential crisis because a phone told them their nose ratio lacked historical significance. This thing rated a folding chair hotter than half the cast of Euphoria. And honestly, what are we even doing as species, letting a malfunctioning calculator determine our self-worth? I know. We used to fight wars. Now we fight triangles. Ding, ding, ding. Chris played the triangle in
band.
And he failed
Desperately bad.
horribly. Okay, anyways. Then we hit the trend nobody asked for. AI influencers devouring real influencers like Skynet trying to become hotter. Human influencers spent a decade facing relatability, posting candid photos that look 400 takes, and crying on camera about brand deals. AI showed up like, "I can fake all of this without needing a ring light or emotional support, llama." And influencers are panicking because they're losing a JPG with better lighting. Losing to a JPG, whatever. You get the point. Or the picture, should I say. At this point, the only difference between an influencer and an AI model is that the AI doesn't beg you to smash the like button. For my mental health, Chris, please enlighten us.
Well, I, for one, didn't know that she wasn't real, honestly, but still don't.
Was she hot?
Oh, razor hot.
Yeah, that tracks. Then there's the 120 million euro fine the EU dropped on X for lying about ads and blue checks. This platform is such a disaster that it should count as a natural disaster, like a real one. They're charging people for verification, but you still can't verify anything on the site that was written by a dehydrated fortune cookie. Sounds like my marriage.
I'm both of mine. Sorry. Just kidding.
You don't want to hear about my first marriage. That one was like riding a bicycle without a seat.
Yes, honey. Absolutely, honey. Yes.
But I will tell you this. The only thing consistent on X is it's like watching a town hall run by raccoons. And meanwhile, Google dropped their year-end search. Basically a nostalgia PowerPoint for people who forgot the world is collapsing. It was cute until, yes, I know, until everybody noticed they were left out of anything depressing or controversial, which means the whole year, basically. For the
Sorry.
And someone is sending a Christmas card, photoshopping out the cousin everyone knows got arrested. That was usually me.
I search for hope. Once Google suggests Tylenol. I don't know what that meant, but okay.
That means you searched for the wrong hope. Again.
But Tylenol cures everything, you know?
Yes, I assume it does. Yes, it does. So, that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, Reddit went down, and half the internet had to interact with real people for the first time in 15 years. Grown men are blinking and at sunlight like they just crawled out of a cave. Teens are having withdrawal symptoms because they couldn't downvote their stepdad's opinions. What happened to your stepdad?
I never had a stepdad. I had my mother's husband.
I had a stepdad once. Actually, I had a stepdad more than once. Sorry, Mom.
I had four.
I'm actually wearing my stepdad's shirt. Eddie Swiftwater Suarez. I'm right there with you. Give me just a moment. Anyways. Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, no electricity, fine. No comet sections, anarchy. Next up is the sexiest holiday gym challenge, where women get a tank top and men get a protein survival kit. Because apparently the only men need nutrition while women need to thrive on cotton blends. Now, a promo is bad, but both genders agreed it sucks. Boomers saw this post and said, "Finally equality!" Gen Z Zing saw it and organized a protest using emojis. I still don't understand. I really don't. The emoji thing, like it's a face with a circle. Like you could, but no, you have to describe it with some yellow picture thing that's supposed to be cute, so it makes you have emotion. Messages still don't, never mind, I'm not gonna rant on that. Then, my personal favorite, the Bandana Girl, returns. A micro-influencer who went viral for 2 seconds of eyeliner and then showed up back, donating her entire payout to charity like a side quest. NPC with better morals than Congress. She's the only influencer alive who realized money doesn't have to be spent on vacations to find yourself. Good for her. But we all know the internet will still find a way to cancel her by Friday, which brings us to the meltdown portion. Because every week deserves a full-on psychological detonation. Boom. Peel style. And this week's winner is the collective collapse of influencers. Yeah, thank you. And they're reacting to AI replacing them. You've got girls crying, guys screaming, brand reps panicking, and everyone acting like they just learned gravity. Applies to them too. It's the ultimate hypocrisy. The same people who built careers pretending to be perfect are furious that something finally does it better.
Oh, so survival of the biggest. Ta-da.
Ta-da! Exactly. And, well, all this went down. Gen Z kept inventing trends that proved it never met oxygen with intention. Gen Z, I am your father. All right. But there's a new challenge every 12 minutes. Chugging glitter, flicking batteries for clarity, doing jump scares on elderly people because empathy is apparently optional now. Boomers are watching this like, we survived wars for this? And Gen Z fires back by making memes about arthritis. And society's a group chat nobody can leave, all right? Time for the nuclear moment because I swear this week has broke me. Here it is. We are letting apps, filters, and fictional influencers decide our value of morality, attractiveness, and intelligence. And we're failing every single test. AI is hotter than us, filters are meaner than us, and TikTok has more impact on your identity than your parents ever did. This isn't culture. This is a simulation glitching in real time. The internet's no longer entertainment. It's the world's dumbest mirror. And everyone's staring at it like it holds the secrets of the universe while ignoring the fact that they're holding a phone built by a child who already has better work ethic than half of TikTok. And I'm going to say like most of America. And if that didn't convince you that the planet is giving up on us, remember, we're willingly And we willingly let a racist Cinnabon employee become a public figure. That's the apocalypse. That's the sign. Not the meteors, not aliens, not economic collapse. I got it that time. And Cinnabon Karen. All right, I'm done. If you survived that, you're stronger than the algorithm. Subscribe, share, comment, or go back to watching people eat glue on TikTok. I'm not your father, but I will judge you. Stick around. The next segment is about to get even dumber. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I have a little difficulties here, technical-wise, with our audio. If you can hear us just fine, please comment in the chat so we know that everything is good. Otherwise, we're just going to keep on rolling right now. And welcome back to The Turn. If you're joining us, congratulations, you've survived at least another break without getting canceled, sued, or drafted into Taylor Swift fan war. Did you put one earpiece in? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Tonight's entertainment circus is on fire. And the clowns are armed. And Hollywood is crying into its Botox again. Before we dive into the comments right now, and tell me if you can hear us or not, if everything's clear, if we're good, go ahead and comment. Please like, subscribe. Let everybody know that you're watching, because the more people you let know are watching, the more we'll watch. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. So, that being said, YouTubers are being stupid. Now, drop it. Smash subscribe, and let's spin this insanity. No, I just said that, didn't I? Tonight on the turntable, Disney is canceling movies faster than a teenager rage quits Call of Duty. Taylor Swift is launching a legal holy war over remix bundles nobody wanted. And Mr. Beast is getting sued because people will literally risk their lives for a free sandwich. And Kanye posted an album teaser, then deleted it like it incriminated him. Whose side are you on? Drop it in the comments before Chris emotionally blue screens.
I can't blue screen my emotions. We're just uninstalled.
I wish I could do that. So Disney just axed multiple big budget projects after losing billions. Look what happens when your writing process is a dartboard labeled reboot. Diversity checklists, and we hope this works.
Bold statement from people who
Haven't seen quality.
since the Clinton administration. Thank you. Thank you.
Disney is cutting movies. It's like a guy on his fifth divorce saying he's finally going to work on himself. No, you're not, Todd. You're going to buy another boat. Hollywood is a daycare with Botox. And we all know that the mother queen is Taylor Swift. And meanwhile, she is suing over an unauthorized remix bundle. She's not fighting pirates anymore. She's fighting bored freshmen with GarageBand.
150 posted, disrespect mother, and we will burn your house down. Yes, burn it down.
And that's not fandom. That's a Lisa Frank named Militia. Swifties go to war like it's Normandy, but with glitter. And if World War III starts, send them. Putin would surrender mid-bridge. I do not know what these Swifties are. What is all this glitter? Who's back the troops? Was that better? Hollywood is a daycare with Botox, but Taylor's group is the kids who bite.
Fucking terrorists with glitter.
So, Mr. Beast is being sued again, this time for danger challenge. If you almost died chasing a free PlayStation, that's not a lawsuit. Evolution doing maintenance.
I'm sorry. I assumed the challenge was safe because Mr. Beast mild.
I also assume smiling means safe. That's why I got robbed at Wendy's. If smiling made things safe, Disneyland wouldn't be canceling half its lineup. The daycare Botox would probably be leaking liability and stuff out of their face. Meanwhile, Kanye posted a cryptic album teaser, then deleted it. My man drops hints like unstable exes drop paragraphs. If the music industry had to find my Kanye feature, it would just say, signal lost, dude.
I didn't understand the teaser. Was that a track list? Or a ransom note? I think it was a ransom note myself.
It could have been a random note.
A random note, yes. Not a ransom note.
Not a ransom, no, a random.
But meanwhile, on the Kanye scene.
Kanye's marketing strategy, and he's basically hide and seek with Wi-Fi. Now, Netflix just dropped a new documentary and immediately triggered a culture war. Because nothing heals a divided nation like Netflix saying, hear the fight about this too.
Netflix wants to make an open dialogue. Every time I open dialogue, someone blocks me.
Netflix blocks everybody if you're using someone else's account. So comment right now. What's the last documentary you watched before rage quitting? Put it in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share while we're live, because that gets everybody in the room. That's what we want to see. And finally, the A-list meltdown heard around the world. Some actor, we can't name him, but he looks like a Peloton instructor with a therapist.
Sorry.
They got caught screaming at a crew on a hot mic.
The leaked audio says, fix the lightning. Mr. Wrinkles, we're trending weight. Trending weight?
Sorry.
Sorry, wrong file.
Yep.
That was my dermatologist.
Yeah. That's what I figured. What?
Well, I need my dermatologist sometimes.
Hollywood actors are so fragile, they melt if you light them from a slightly honest angle. And speaking of lighting from honest angles, I think Chris could be doing a little better.
I know, I just fucked up.
On what?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just sitting here.
Hollywood is a daycare with Botox, and the toddlers run HR. Here's the truth. Hollywood isn't collapsing, it's revealing itself. It's always been an amusement park run by toddlers with publicists. we're just finally watching the tantrums in HD. Drop a comment, hit the subscribe, and share this episode with someone who still thinks celebrities are stable. And remember, if the daycare with Botox calls, send them to Metal Chris. He's the only one adult here.
That is. I can't even say that.
Demonstrably.
That's demonstrably false. And thank you, my teacher.
Yes, Chris is still learning to read, and he's getting a lot better. If you think Chris is learning to read and doing better, drop it in the comments and let everybody know. Hey, Chris, you're doing better. We want to know. Thanks. We
Give
love
me
you
some
guys.
attention.
Give me some tracks, Chris. We'll be right back. Thank you very much for being here. We'll have Wednesday's What the Fleep Holiday Edition coming up in just a minute. Pow! Let's go, baby.
Vogue.
There we go. Now I don't look so pale. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I guess that's where we start. Metal Chris, how you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, Metal Chris.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the turn. The only show where we unwrap the holidays and discover TSA already confiscated half the joy. 3 batteries and your will to live. But at least you don't have to take your shoes off anymore. And since we're all pretending Christmas travel is a normal thing, humans should endure tonight's Wednesday's What the Fleep, because it dives straight into the black hole known as holiday airport travel, the place where Christmas spirit goes to die. Families go feral, and the only thing taking off on time is your patience. So buckle up, let's get into it. And I swear to you, the minute December hits, the whole world collapses. Here we go. Every system, every airport, it's like the universe says, happy holidays. Now suffer. Tell me you've seen this and walked into Harry Reid Airport and Vegas and instantly questioned every life choice that brought you here.
Oh,
Stance looked like the DMV during a purge Gatwick. A punishment for wanting to go somewhere. Charles de Gaulle designed a man who woke up angry at humanity. And Heathrow. They call it a terminal because that's where your holiday spirit terminates. You know what I'm talking about. Travel anywhere after Thanksgiving and suddenly it's Dante's Inferno with Wi-Fi. If Dante wrote it today, Terminal 3 would be the boss fight and even Santa would tap out. Christmas travelers are a whole species. You got moms dragging 90 pounds of wrapped gifts like they're mule packing the North Pole. Drunk uncles in TSA lines arguing with agents like they're negotiating a hostage release. People bringing emotional support reindeer because emotional support dogs are too basic this year. And somehow, every guy in line packed his entire kitchen into his luggage. Sir, you're going to Phoenix for 2 days. Why do you have 4 crock pots? And TSA? Nothing says holiday spirit like a federal employee telling you to take your shoes off. Thank God they don't make you do that anymore. But they do make you remove your belt, empty your pockets, surrender your dignity, then step into a glass tube that scans your dignity, your soul, and your ding-ding. They can see the whole thing. All of it. They don't even tell you.
Lady, you just made me take my shoes off. It's shrinkage.
There.
They give you that side eye. Yeah, whatever.
Does everybody see your ding ding?
Yeah. There's my ding ding. Anyways. And right behind you there's a woman yelling, I forgot I had a ham in my purse. Of course you did, Linda. It's Christmas. Airport food costs more than therapy. Coffee is $14 and tastes like Santa stepped in it. A turkey sandwich looks like it survived last year's blizzard and was brought home from the leftovers of your grandmother's turkey sandwich that she made last year on Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving. You know those leftovers. But what you can do, holiday prices. It's either buy it or chew on your own boarding pass. And the luggage. Oh, the luggage. What luggage? It's gone. Every December, your suitcase teleports to Atlanta no matter where you're flying. You could be going from Denver to Salt Lake, and your suitcase still ends up in Atlanta asking for peach cobbler. Meanwhile, the PA system lies to your face. We apologize for the inconvenience. No, you don't. If you apologize any harder, you'd charge me for it. And the people. I saw a grown man having a meltdown because he forgot one charger. And then I realized I was looking in the fricking mirror. He hit the ground like he got sniped. Dude! Amazon has drones. Calm down. Before one of them mistakes you for a landing pad and drops off your grandma's Depends.
Clink.
Then there's the lady in front of you who bought 47 gifts as carry-ons. Ma'am, you're boarding a plane, not relocating Santa's warehouse. And behind her is the guy who wrapped his suitcase so tight TSA had to peel it like it was a Christmas onion. Nothing says season greetings like unwrapping your belongings in front of 400 strangers. One part of holiday travel is a test of the human spirit. And every year the airlines pretend they're shocked. Wow, so many people flying in December. No way. The largest year on history. What, you weren't there for the last year? Oh yeah, they fired everybody. You mean the same holiday that's every year for 2,000 years caught you off guard again? No. I'm sorry. But anyways, airports during Christmas look like Santa's outsourced the entire operation to Spirit Airlines. Okay. Delays, missing staff, reindeer on strike, elves calling out sick, and Rudolph's nose, it's glowing, it's flashing. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Oh, I'm sorry. That's just Grandpa. He's got allergies and a gin blossom. Okay, so the only thing flying on schedule is your blood pressure. So here we are. Another holiday season, another global meltdown, another month where the world stops working the minute we hang a wreath. AI can clone your voice, rockets can land themselves, refrigerators can text you while you're out of milk. Yet a plane can't leave on time the week before frickin' Christmas. It's insanity. Beautiful, stupid insanity. And don't pretend you're immune. Comment if you survived this chaos. If TSA hasn't strip searched your holiday spirit or plunged their finger in your pajunkus yet, just wait. Your boarding group is coming up. Look, the truth is simple. Christmas doesn't break your wallet, it breaks your sanity. And I'll leave you with this because I know someone out there has a nightmare story worse than the whole rant. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your weekly reminder that society isn't collapsing. It's already collapsed. We're just walking around in rubble pretending it's modern art. And if Wednesday's What the Fleep didn't convince you, nothing will. Because when the world stops that stupid up close, there's only one move left. Grab the mic, take a breath, and bulldoze straight into the finish line before somebody else does something dangerous or dumber. Which brings us right to the closing stretch, the part of the show where we sweep up the debris, point at the smoke, and ask, so did any of us learn a damn thing tonight? Spoiler, we did not. But we're going to recap it anyways, because you maniacs keep showing up. Buckle in. We're not slowing down for the outro. We're doubling down for the chaos. Let's wrap this circus up. All right, let's land this plane before it explodes over a Walmart parking lot and or I-95 and drops onto a car in the middle of the morning. God bless all those people lived. Good Lord. And more chaos than Black Friday's sale run by TSA. Politicians yelling like divorced raccoons. Celebrities having public meltdowns that made us all feel strangely stable. And humanity once again proving it should probably come with an expiration date. If you missed the first half of the show, congratulations. You still have hope. We open with that beautiful cold opener reminder that Earth's basically a reality show contestant, begging to be voted off the planet. And somehow, hour by hour, you watching from bed in socks stiff enough to count as PPE, kept hanging on as we called out the nonsense from every direction. We hit culture, politics, AI, shopping disasters, airport hell. It was basically a guided tour of here's why therapy costs so much. And if you're still here at the end, you're exactly my kind of maniac. So hold tight. We're not pulling up. We're punching through the turbulence on purpose. Look, if there's one thing we learned tonight, it's that nobody knows what they're doing. Not the government, not big tech, not the influencers contouring their faces with Sharpies, and definitely not the guys in the comments sections yelling about real journalism while broadcasting from his mom's futon. Every headline we touched proved the same cosmic truth. Humanity didn't fall from grace. We tripped over our own parts and blamed gravity. And I'm right there with you. I'm not above it. I'm just a guy pointing at the fire while describing the smell. But here's the beauty. We get to laugh at it. We should laugh at it. And we should laugh at it. Because if we don't, the only option is screaming into a pothole outside a Taco Bell that just gave me diarrhea. And we've all done that once. So tonight, we exposed hypocrisy, stupidity, arrogance, and whatever the hell you call people who think airports are almost back to normal. We took the world's nonsense, deep fried it, dipped it into sarcasm, and served it with a side of truth. You didn't ask for it, desperately needed it. And don't worry, next week, it'll all be worse. It'll all be worse. It'll all be okay. Because here comes 3I-Atlas, and you know what? I think it's an alien, and I think it's going to turn this way. What do you think? Drop it in the comments. Let us know. Let us know if you're still roasting a ham, or if your Aunt Nana's bringing it on the TSA airboat. So, now, do me a favor, before you run off to pretend you're productive, hit subscribe, do a comment, and share the show with someone who needs to toughen up. And don't be shy. You made it this far, which means you've already too emotionally damaged to explain, or complain, or even know how. So smash the buttons, feed the algorithm, make your phone question your life chaos. It's the only cardio some of you are getting tonight. So, good night, degenerates. See you next week. Unless the world ends first, in which case, we called it. This is The Turn. I'm Robert Peel, and this is
Metal fucking Chris.
Let's Go.
See you next week.
Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Wednesday, live next week, 8 o'clock, Mountain Standard Time. Don't miss us.